I thought that we did a lot of good things tonight. We got a chance to see a number of guys in game situations. We got to play against some actions that Trine did that we necessarily didn't practice or prepare for with a scouting report, which is good to see how we reacted to that. So we got a lot of guys in, got to see a lot of guys. We fouled way too much. We've definitely got to improve that. Just way too many hand checks and kind of nonsense fouls in the game.
Jason Smithers got a start tonight. Tell me what you've seen from him the last few weeks and why he got the start.
I thought Jason is one of our better team defensive guys in terms of he may not necessarily be our best one-on-one defender, but when you put him out there with four other guys, he does a pretty good job within our defense. The other thing, he didn't really show it so much tonight. He's 0 for 4 from 3, but he can make shots. I think fatigue kind of set in a little bit with our team, and we missed some shots I think we'll make as we go along. But he's done a good job this fall. I'm excited for him. I think he's ready to have a great senior year.
Yes, you 9 minutes, 10 minutes left in the game. Early part of the half was a little rough, a little ragged, but you guys hit a sprint. What was the cause of the rough part, and then what was the light that went on that all of a sudden you guys looked like a pretty good team?
Well, I think the game with so many new guys, and the game got long for us in the middle. I guess the middle quarter of the second half. I know exactly what you're talking about. We came down. We took a couple of quick shots. We gave up a couple of offensive rebounds and fouls in the game. There was a lull in the game. You could feel it, and we just had to kind of refocus and set some goals. We got some goals that we try to achieve each game. And I think once we remind our team of kind of what we're trying to do, refocus us a little bit. We got a couple easy baskets in transition that kind of gave us a life again.
Given that it's the first game, did you see what you were looking to see, or is it tough to tell?
Well, we'll have to watch. To get a good evaluation, we'll have to watch the tape later tonight. But yeah, I thought there were a lot of positives. Obviously, we turned the ball over way too much and we fouled way too much, but that's going to happen. It's early. Guys are still kind of trying to figure it out. We'll clean that stuff up as we go forward. But no, I thought there were a lot of good things and definitely some things that we can work on.
Talk a little bit about specifically the players, Rio, Johnny, and Edwards.
Johnny, I think, other than the foul trouble, I think we kind of saw why we like him. You know what I mean? That's a pretty good stat line, 2 for 4, 1 for 1. Got a few points, 6 assists, 2 turnovers. Pretty good. We just got to make sure that he can play without fouling. You know what I mean? Because the first half we had to sit him down with the 2 fouls. He does a good job in transition of finding his teammates. Wish he was a little more selfish with his own jump shot. But that's a good problem. We can help that. That's a good problem to have. I thought Mario put some things into the game. He's an athletic guy that can really have an impact when he's going, and getting to see him and live game action was good. I think you guys all saw what he can do. 6 for 9 and 7 rebounds, 4 offensive. That's pretty good. We just got to make sure that carries over and we do it in the games coming up. And you asked about Joe.
Yeah.
I thought Joe was pretty good, for first game as a freshman. He's figuring it out. I think you guys saw with him kind of what we like as well. He can score. Do you know what I mean? He's pretty crafty, can get his own baskets. And, again, another guy that if he keeps improving has got a chance to be a really, really good player for us.
Did you take a step back and kind of soak in the moment tonight? It's your first night as the official head coach.
No, I thought when we hit that lull that you were talking about, Steve, we got a little, trying to figure that out. Wasn't a whole lot of time to think about the moment per se. I really haven't. I'm not trying to avoid it or put it anywhere else. But really, my whole focus is trying to get our team to achieve all the goals that they've set. Trying to get our guys and put them in the best positions to be successful, both as individuals and as a part of our team. And I sincerely mean that. That's what we're trying to do.
Is this about what you expected maybe exceeded, under, was it?
No, I think it's kind of what you kind of hope for. You know what I mean? No offense. I think trying and take this the right way. I think Coach, he does a good job. They've got some good players. I think they're going to be a really good team. But there is a difference in level. So you would hope that the game would kind of indicate that. I wish we hadn't turned the ball over quite so much, and I wish we hadn't fouled so much. But with when you sit down a few days ago, this is kind of what you would hope for, is that your guys would be able to show you some things, and you'd win.
Was there a level of enthusiasm, what you wanted tonight?
Yeah, I felt like it was pretty good. Yeah, I felt like it was pretty good. I mean, I think for the most part, our guys are all on board and care about one another and support each other. Obviously, early, when playing time's still not been really decided, you can get where some guys start getting a little bit, I guess, worried about themselves and trying to figure it out. But I thought overall our bench was really good. I think our guys, we've got a good chemistry, and I think our guys really, they really support one another. So I felt like it was pretty good.
Did you tell Gaines or the other guys saying, all right, we know what you can do, let's try and get somebody else involved?
No, not really. What was he at halftime? I think he was 6 for 9 at half, and I thought it was pretty good. Second half, I thought he kept attacking. Call didn't go his way, the fourth foul, and that's really why we took him out, because he had 4, and just in case. But I thought overall Gaines was pretty good. He's got room for improvement. He can continue to work on finishing around the basket, and then we've got to get him getting some more offensive rebounds. But I thought his overall body of work was pretty good, and when he puts it together, he's hard to guard.
Scotty, it was an exhibition, but any little jitters or anything like that, even though it was first?
Definitely. I was a little bit nervous. I said a few prayers before and everything, but once again, I mean, it was fun. Once I got out there playing, then it was just like most games.
Jason, 31 minutes tonight and a start. A little bit different role for Jason Smithers. Talk a little bit about what you've done to elevate your role this year.
Just pretty much whatever coaches have told me to do. They need me to do different things every time. I can play any position they want me to, and it's just kind of, what do you need me to do to get on the court? Because I want to play and I want to help the team.
So what did you think of how you played tonight?
Good, except for when I got to run the point guard. Hadn't done that since about 7th grade AAU, so that was a little bit of a shell shock. But other than that, I thought I did good, did a little bit of everything. Need to hit more shots, but these guys got me the ball, and Johnny hit some shots, Joe hit some shots, and that makes me look better when they hit shots. But these guys are the ones that played well, the young guys.
Did your shot feel good tonight, though?
It felt good. It was just, I've been hitting them in practice. Today just wasn't one of those days.
Okay.
Frank, can you talk a little bit about how the young guys played?
They played real well. We focused on, before the game, to make sure that confidence level stays up, no matter how good or bad they do. So we try to focus on that.
What were you guys telling them about the floor, about the building, any kind of?
Just that first off, it's a little cold in there, so you gotta stay warm somehow and just play basketball.
Yeah.
And relax.
Frank, what do you think the team accomplished here in Game 1? What were you looking to accomplish, and then what did you accomplish?
We were looking to accomplish to play defense good and make sure we rebound and run the floor, and I think we did that pretty well, except for the fouls.
Coach mentioned that. How do you limit turnovers and then keep from fouling here on out, really?
Maybe turnovers, we just need to relax and just be sure with our passes, and with the fouls to just move our feet and get our hands off.
Jason, any difference with a new coach tonight as far as game night and in the timeouts, or have you guys been with Coach Jasic for so many weeks now that you just kind of?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty used to him. I mean, it's not much of a difference. I mean, obviously he's a little bit calmer on the sideline than Fife was. Mm-hmm. But in the locker room and everything, I mean, it's the same preparation, same game plan, all that stuff, preaching defense, rebounding. I mean, we were pretty comfortable out there. It was just hearing a different voice sometimes is a little shell shock at first, but I think after that first media timeout and we sat down and talked with them, we were all pretty comfortable.
Okay. Was everybody pretty excited just to see other uniforms tonight?
Yeah.
And not see each other?
Yeah.
Get sick of guarding.
We've been banging with each other for a long time now. It's time to start beating on some other people.
Frank, did you want to make a statement coming out of the game tonight, or you just kind of went out and played and whatever happened, happened?
Yeah, I just went out and I just wanted to play good and make sure my teammates play good, especially the freshmen. So, cause we wanted them to start off like their season good, like their first year or whatever. So.
What'd you expect? What'd you expect tonight?
I'm not sure if I had a whole lot of expectations. The coach said, to push the ball. That's one thing that he stressed to me during this week, and that was my main focus on offense once I got it. On defense, I knew that they were going to run a lot of ball screens, which they did, and so this week in practice, that's what we keyed on, I thought.
Did you think that, after hearing all the stuff about Plackmeyer and Bots, did you think that they were gods or anything and coming out of it? Because it seems like, you're the one who's going to kind of like step in with one or two of them, and I don't know if a lot of that pressure was on you.
Yeah.
You were starting to feel it, or?
I'm not sure about gods, but they were definitely high praised. That's all I've heard about them was very good things. Coach told me from the very start, don't put that expectation on yourself to fill that role. But I watched many games last year, and if I could fill that role, I would, because I thought that they were great players.
Coach talked a little bit about he wants you to be a little bit more aggressive or selfish offensively. I don't need to ask these two about shooting anymore. That comes naturally to them. But for you, are you just wanting to kind of blend in right now as a freshman and not take shots from anybody?
Not really. If I'm open and Gaines is open, then I much rather pass him the ball, and that's with most teammates. It's not so much that I'm being unselfish. I just don't want to force anything, I guess. But coaches, drilled into me that I should be more selfish. So we'll see as the season goes on.
Been telling them the same thing since high school.
Okay. Great minds think alike. All right. Thanks, guys.